Hey everybody, welcome back to Two Drink Minimum. I hope you guys had a great weekend. I'm sure myself did, and I'm sure Chan Man did as well. How are you today, Chan Man?
Chan Man's okay. How you doing there, Larry? What's going on
How
over
was
there?
your Memorial Weekend? Did you pay tribute to our fallen brothers?
Of course I did. I gave them all a salute because that's how I roll. You know, I didn't do anything special. No, nothing over Memorial Day. Nothing. We had weather was kind of rainy over here. You know.
Yeah, our weather in LA was a little iffy too, a little overcast and stuff.
Yeah.
How's your mighty Knickerbockers doing?
We swept, and now we're just waiting for the outcome from the Spurs and OKC. So
you're in the finals.
we're in the finals, man. I'm very excited about that. It's been a long time since we were in the finals.
Well, last
Maybe
year.
over 20 years. What's that?
You were in the finals last year, but okay.
No, we weren't.
You guys lost to OKC, didn't you?
Really?
Maybe
Gonna put
not.
me on
I
the
don't know.
spot
I don't
like
know.
that? We didn't look good. No,
Well,
I don't think we.
Okay, well,
No.
that's something we can look up on ESPN next,
Yeah,
for another time.
we're gonna have to ask Siri on that one. But I like our chances this year.
I mean, come on. I used to memorize everybody's stats, and now I can't remember what happened yesterday. But
Wait, before I forget, I want to say I'm sorry because the beginning of last episode, the sound wasn't up to my standards. It sounded a little muffled. I just felt that way, Larry. I felt that way, but it got better.
No, I know you made your feelings very clear to me.
Yeah, it was the episode on production. It was the episode on production and sounding good and looking good, and I wasn't happy. So I'm just letting everyone know.
That's the struggle of production. Ask anybody. That's the struggle in production.
Yes.
I've heard stories where they've shot whole episodes of major TV shows and the sound was fucked, and they have to go back and reshoot the whole thing.
Yes. We did not do that, by the way.
We didn't do that.
We did not reshoot anything, FYI. All right, man. That's what I wanted to say.
Well, very much appreciate. The episode's doing well in YouTube land, so maybe people didn't notice as much as you did.
Yes. I'm very
so
critical.
The question for today that I have, and we've kind of touched on partially, and if people don't know, me and you met in Hollywood, in LA. You were out here for about 20 years, and then you went back to New York. So you've had an LA experience, pretty significant LA experience.
Yeah.
And I spent a week in New York, so I'm an expert about New York now.
Got you.
And
you're only allowed to stay for a week. Okay, we had to get you.
True. That's true. But no, I've met. It seems like whenever I've met somebody from New York here in LA, I always seem to bond with them pretty quickly and become friends. And the thing that I've noticed with people from New York, like a lot of people in LA now, is they stay out here for a little while and then they go back to New York. They always seem like they go back to New York.
Well,
I never had that desire to go back to Seattle, but
I think when people visit somewhere, they're always comparing it to home, right?
Yeah.
And you want to get away, you want to do certain things, and then I think eventually you miss those things. For you, I mean, coming from Seattle, rain and fog, right? Yeah. But for New York, I don't know. It was more of the seasons and food and family, right?
Well, and and that's what I want to talk about to a little more deeper. Since we both had experience on either coast, what would you say are some of the big differences between LA/Hollywood and New York?
Oh, well, I mean, besides the change of seasons, right? I did mention that, fall and spring are probably my favorite. LA, the weather is beautiful in LA, but I did
300 days a year.
But I did end up missing the seasons, the changes.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't miss the seasons. I want to see the sun every day.
Yeah. And then what else? What else was a difference? Family.
Okay.
LA, a lot of it's. I thought it was more geared for single people.
It's very transient. Very transient.
Not very family oriented or that was my thing. I loved it's a great place to visit. I love LA. LA was my place. But New York was always home, Yeah.
And to be fair, your experience out in LA, very few people have. The access that you had and things that you did, not everybody coming to LA gets to experience those things.
Yeah. Well, it was funny. As soon as I came out to LA, one of the first jobs I had, I don't know if I told you this or we spoke about this. I was in catering, and we ended up catering a party at O.J. Simpson's house.
At the house? At the real house?
Yeah, at his house. And, as I'm...
Was there blood in the driveway and stuff?
No, there was no blood, no glove, nothing crazy. But it was packed with celebrities. I was like, and coming from New York, I didn't see celebrities like that. It was like, I saw Sugar Ray Leonard. I saw Ronnie Lott. I saw Tommy Hearns. I saw, and like actors.
And you're a big boxing guy, so that was probably an extra treat.
Boxing fan, a football fan, and it was like all these people, and I was like going. I saw Marcus Allen, and it was just, and there was a bunch of actors, but I was more impressed with the
sports guys.
With the sports guys, I was going, oh my, this is crazy. This is amazing. But yeah, so I did that, and then I ended up being a backstage bartender for Universal Amphitheater. So I worked in the green room bartending. So I would see a lot of people.
Everybody.
Yeah, people that all the VIPs that would go to the concerts, they would hang out there and drink for free, and then go to the concert from the backstage.
And just if you're listening at home wondering where this Universal Amphitheater is, it's now the Harry Potter exhibit on Universal. So
yeah, I heard
no longer there. It's a great loss to LA when they tore that down.
Isn't that terrible? Yeah.
Well, now it's Harry Potter exhibit. So
yeah, I never did the Harry Potter ride. Have you?
No, I haven't.
You look like a Harry Potter fan, though. You have the Harry Potter. No, you're not agreeing with that.
No.
How do you know?
Well, I don't know. I mean, there are a lot of adults that read those books. I've never read one, and no, it's like for 7-year-olds.
I don't know. No, you're gonna get some hate mail on that. I don't think it's
Harry Potter.
What happened?
Are you a fan of Harry Potter? Well, you have a little daughter, so you probably watched a few of those films.
We did go to a couple of those, but I don't. Okay. I'm more of a Star Wars guy.
Yeah. I agree with that.
Yeah.
So I think too, and what a lot of other people like from New York say, the big difference is LA has no real community. They don't feel a sense of community. You could live next to your neighbor for years and never say a word to them or even know their name.
Well, you're also in LA. It's a city. It's a spread out city. Millions and millions of people right there. I don't know. It was very. You're in the city, Larry, in LA. See, yeah, I'm in upstate New York, so it's a little. I'm not in the city. But I can
get to the city a fair amount. You run into the city a fair amount.
I like the city. The city has a lot of energy, man. It's fun.
That's
what do you miss from Seattle?
Nothing. Not a damn thing.
Why
Except
is that?
The Seahawks. I miss the Seahawks, but thanks to NFL Ticket, I can watch them every week. I used to watch them at the Coliseum when they'd play the Raiders every year because we were in the AFC West for a while, and I'd go there, and that was always an adventure. The Coliseum's a humongous place, as you know, and Raider fans. There's Griffey, walked right across the chute. Good, that's Yankee Killer. So you might want to watch out, Steve. His nickname's Yankee Killer.
Great, Larry. Great. Okay. That's just great. No one wants to see your cat's ass. Okay. Right?
Well, that's how.
Listen, put a Band-Aid on that ass when it goes by. Okay. That's like you're making this video go sideways.
All right. Anyway. I'll blur out his butt.
Yes, do that, please.
Usually he just sits off camera, but I guess he heard you were getting a little mouthy and he wanted to come out and swat you down like Ken Griffey did in the 90s.
Got you. So you're telling me there is absolutely nothing you miss from Seattle? Not a food, not a friend, not a site, not fishing, not a.
I never went fishing. I'm a vegetarian now, but when I used to eat meat, I would tell you I'd miss salmon. They have some of the best salmon in the world up there.
Right.
Different types of salmon. And don't ever eat that Atlantic salmon. That's not even food. That's like genetically made.
Are we doing a pet visit? A pet video? What's going on?
Well, he's trying to get a sponsorship deal.
Oh, okay. All right.
But so yeah, don't eat Atlantic salmon. The salmon from Alaska and that area right there, best in the world.
Well, I will say this, Larry. Out in LA, though, it had the best Mexican food I've had.
That's true.
Okay?
That's true.
Mexican food was very, very, very good out in LA. Out here in New York, we're more of Chinese food, steak. Yeah, but if you go in the city, you can get anything you want, and the best of it.
And that's the thing. And that's the thing about LA is you can get any kind of food you want.
Right.
You just have to look for it.
Right.
So all cultures are represented here.
All cultures
are here in LA. There's a community of them somewhere in the city.
Yeah.
But no, other than that, I don't. Both my parents have passed away now, so I there's just. I mean, I would. If this was 10 years ago, I'd say, yeah, I miss my mom, but she's gone now. So no, nothing about Seattle I miss. I don't ever anticipate even going back up there for any reason. So.
Oh, okay.
So I when I saw the sun down here 300 days out of the year, I was home. This is it.
All right. Well,
although it may not be for much longer, but.
And you have no inkling or nothing on your radar to ever go back.
No.
See, when you're talking to me about this, to me it seems like you owe someone money. Did that happen? Is that what's going on, or was there did you get some girl mad or something happened?
If I owe money, I just write them a check. I don't know.
Did you get a girl pregnant and had to leave? No. You didn't want to pay child support? You sure? No. Okay, all right. Just make sure.
The child's grown now. I think the statute of limitations is over. But
all right, very good, man.
But one interesting, as we're winding up in the time here, one interesting insight that I heard. See if you agree with this. I was talking to another guy from New York. I think he was from Queens, and I had just come back from New York visiting you, and I was telling him about my visit and all that. And by the way, when we went into New Jersey. And we took that one train into New Jersey.
Right.
Did we go underwater or some shit like that?
Yeah. Yes, we did.
We literally went underwater.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. The subway, not the subway. The
train.
Yeah, the train went under the
ocean
River.
Oh, it went under the Hudson.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Or the beginning of the Hudson.
He was telling me that, and I was like, "No, come on."
Yeah,
because it was we were rushing. We were rushing from this train to that train to this train, and then you look back at me and say, "Yeah, we're going under the water." Like what?
Yeah,
it was very dark.
Don't show that part.
It was very dark.
Yeah, it was very dark. Yes, it was, Larry.
I mean, if the tunnel breaks, we're all going to drown.
Yes, it'd be very dangerous. But
very dangerous.
Lucky for us, the best engineers in the world came out to New York to help make that tunnel. Okay.
Thank God. And then we went and saw the New Jersey Devils play, courtesy of you and your friend, and it was a great experience.
Yeah.
So the insight, this guy told me was, and he works out here. Obviously, he lives out here now, and he said, people in LA are nice, but they're not kind. People in New York are kind, but they're not necessarily nice.
I'll go a different route. I'll say people in LA are fake and talk a lot or whatever. And people in New York, you will get honesty, and you get everything.
Blunt.
You get honesty, but it's going to be in your face.
Well, and I don't think you've heard my theory on nice. I've posted it on my Instagram. Nice. If I'm nice, that means I want something.
Well,
I want a favor from you. I want you to like me. I want you to whatever.
They're
If I'm
nice people, Larry. Larry, there's nice people
from you.
There are nice people out there that don't want anything. Okay.
Well,
what are they?
We don't know their psychology. But
Well,
if I'm kind, if I'm a kind person, that's a core trait in me. I don't care to be nice. I rarely smile. I don't care to be nice. Who cares? But I'd like to think I'm a kind person.
Well, hopefully it's one of those things. What do you call that thing where you get it and then you give it to someone else? I mean, it keeps going down, and I think kindness should go that way. It should be something that's out there, and people want to do it for not gaining anything.
It comes from within.
Yes.
Being nice is an act. You can act nice. Being kind is something that comes out of your soul, is what I'm trying to say.
All right. I think, and I think that's a great thing to end on. Okay. So be kind.
Well, one quick story I want to end on, because we still have a few seconds, is, every morning, you took me to get my coffee and a bagel, which is very nice of you to do.
Right.
And I remember we went to this one place kind of by your house, and I go in there, and of course I'm mesmerized by everything, and I'm ordering the bagel, and I'm getting my stuff, and I'm just kind of walking around not knowing what I'm doing.
Right.
And this kind of like Wall Street looking guy is in front of me, and he's already left the restaurant. He's on the phone. He's talking serious. And I'm kind of just stumbling around behind him. He stops what he's doing. He holds the door open for me while he's still talking.
Okay.
That's kindness. Like people in LA would never do that.
Come on.
You know how rare that is?
Never? Come on. I think you're hanging out in shady places, man.
No, I live in Burbank, the last great city down here.
Yeah.
No, I'm just saying people just don't. They're not that. People in LA are not that aware of people around them.
Start a freaking trend, Larry. Okay, Start being nice to people. Okay.
Well, I'm being kind to people, but yeah. Okay. I'll start opening it. But I try to open it. If somebody's behind me, I hold the door for them.
All right, good.
But I just was because he was so involved in his conversation. I was even waiting for him to let go of the door and let it close, and then I'd go out because I didn't want it to close on me. And he held the door for me, and I thought that was so nice.
Okay. Well, I hope you held the door for someone else.
Okay. While you're yelling at me to hurry it up to get back in the car.
Yeah. Stop looking at the cookies. Okay. Let's get the hell out of this.
They had a lot of stuff. And one thing I will say, the food in New York, everything I had in New York was 100 times better than LA. I don't know if it's the water, the air, the whatever, but it was just delicious.
Well, they say pizza, bagels, all that type of stuff.
Chinese food, Chinese food. We went to Chinese. It was great.
Anything west of the Mississippi, it has something to do with the yeast and the water and all that type of stuff, and that's why the pizza and the bagels are supposed to be good. Everything east of the Mississippi.
Yeah. Well, according to Al Pacino, and you tell me what movie it's from. Everything west of the Mississippi, the water's too alkaline.
I never heard of that. What is that?
Son of a Woman.
But it'd be not Scent of a Woman. Please don't say that.
The best movie ever.
You're making up lines, man. You're making up lines. Okay?
No, he was telling the kid. Hua. That's where it came from.
Okay.
He was talking about he was eating a roll, and he's going, yeah, everything out west, the water's too alkaline. And
if you're going to quote that movie, you have to go, if I was half the man I used to be, I'd bring a flamethrower to this place.
Yeah, that's when he's yelling at the school. All right, well, we got to go. It's been fun, Steve.
Larry, it's been fun, man.
Memorial Day.
Just want to say thanks to everyone to experiencing the shindig, okay? I'm going to keep saying that. The shindig.
I'm going to keep showing
and I hope everything sounded and looked better than last time. Please let us know that It sounds better and it looks better.
Yeah, well, I muted you a while ago, so it doesn't
And
matter.
if any questions, please let us know. Any questions, because Larry and I will answer it. I won't let Larry answer any question by himself. Okay?
Oh, good to know. Anything you want to
All right.
promote before we leave?
No, that's it, buddy.
All right.
For you.
Follow me on Larry A. Davies on YouTube. Follow me on Instagram. You get updates for the show. I've written 2 books. It's now summer season, and people are looking for books to read. The Hollow Walk and Evanescent Brotherhood, both on Amazon. Thanks so much, and we'll see you at the end of the week.
Thanks so much, guys. Take care.
All right, bye-bye.